Hi, so I wanted to make a video going over my diet and exercise during bikini prep and competition. So my first bikini competition is April 4th of 2015. So that's 7 weeks away from now, and I'm kind of terrified, but I'm really, really excited. So I just wanted to go over my stuff. Anyway, so I have a coach that does my diet and my cardio. And I know a lot of people who do comps, especially for the first time, get someone to do their lifting as well. But I just recently got certified to be a personal trainer, and I've also been lifting for about a little over 2 years. So I kind of figured out what worked for me early on, and I've been sticking to that, and I've been switching it up, and I always like to expand my knowledge and just do different workouts and watch a lot of YouTube videos to find different things that might work for me. So I'm not paying anyone to do my workout, but I am paying my coach. So if you're thinking about doing a comp and you've never done one before, you're going to need to find a coach that works for you, because there's a lot of coaches out there that are really, really bad. I know a few girls that have had coaches and they tell them about 16 to 20 weeks out to cut down 1,300 calories and try to maintain that. And that's just not reasonable. It's not logical, and it's not going to work. No one's willpower is that strong in order to basically starve yourself for 20 weeks. So that doesn't work, and you're not getting enough nutrients. Anyway, find a good coach. I'm really lucky because I'm in St. Louis, and my coach is one of the best coaches in the Midwest. So he's turned the most amateurs pro in the Midwest. He was voted the best personal trainer and coach in the Midwest. He also has his pro card in bodybuilding, and he's a professional power lifter. And he also works for First Form, which is the supplement company that I really, really like. And I liked them way before I even knew who he was. So I'm really lucky that I have him, and he's been doing this for 20 years. So he knows what he's doing, and it's definitely worth it. So my coach doesn't do macros, and if macros work for you, go ahead and do them. But for me, they just simply don't work, because I'm not a person that can eat one Oreo and be satisfied. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, they do a lot of people are in their donut craze right now, or a bagel craze and Pop-Tarts and all that stuff. And as delicious as those things are, I'm more of an all of nothing kind of person. So if I can only have an Oreo or two, that's not gonna make me happy. I go crazy. If I have an Oreo, I'm gonna eat the whole box. And so that's a flaw on my part. So if that works for you, go ahead and do it, but it's not working for me, and it does not work for me. So, the thing is with comp and with coaches, each person is different. So you need to find a diet that works for you. And what works for me won't necessarily work for you. So when I went into my comp, I did 0 cardio, and I was eating probably around 3,000 calories a day, because I eat a lot of nuts and fruit and things that are very calorie dense, but don't really fill you up. Because I know my boyfriend likes to eat a lot of salty, real food, and so, so for him, getting 3,000 calories is a lot different from me, because I can pretty much eat that in one sitting. If you can eat 3,000 calories of nuts, not a problem. But if you're trying to eat 3,000 calories of rice, that's gonna take a while, and you're gonna feel really, really full. And so, so the reason that okay, so currently I'm 7 weeks out, and I'm probably eating around 2,200 calories-ish a day. I calculate them sometimes, just whatever. But the reason I can do that is because going into it, I was eating a lot. So a lot of girls go into a comp, and they're already doing an hour of cardio a day, and they're eating 1,800 calories. And so when you're trying to get from 25% body fat down to 11% body fat, you either need to cut food or increase cardio. And so that means that's a lot of work. And for me, I don't think I could do that. So comp has been pretty easy for me, because all I did was introduce cardio. He hasn't taken anything out of my diet yet, besides binge eating on nuts. So my diet is tailored to me. And so what I have is I'll have half a cup of oatmeal in the morning with protein powder and peanut butter. And then my pre-workout snack is a Lara bar, and I get the chocolate chip one because it has more sugar. And then afterwards, I have my shake. So if I'm at school, I do Jamba Juice, and if I'm at home, I just make myself a shake. So it's soy milk, protein powder, banana, and some blueberries or strawberries. And then, like in 2 hours ish later, no, that's a lie. Like an hour later, I have another meal. So my meals currently consist of 5 ounces of quinoa and 4 pieces of Gardein chicken, which is a meatless company, and it's pretty much transformed my prep because it's so much easier and they're so delicious, and I don't like tofu. So it's made everything a lot easier for me, for sure. So I have that for 2 meals, and then I have Chipotle pretty much every night. So it was a burrito up until about like 3 weeks ago, I'd say. So what I get at Chipotle is I get a bowl, and I get brown rice and black beans and pinto beans, veggies, corn salsa, guac, and lettuce. So that's my meal plan, and that will not work for you if you are not me. And so I'd strongly recommend finding someone who can write a meal plan that is good for you. And I'm also really tall. I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm currently 160 pounds. So I look really lanky, and it looks like I'm not eating that many calories a day, but I'm really tall. And so I need those calories. So if you're 5 foot and you're not doing any cardio, eating 2,800 calories a day is not going to result in weight loss at all. But also eating 1,200 calories is not going to result, like it will, but whatever, that's a whole different story. Anyway, find something that works for you. Humans are not universal, diets are not universal. So for workouts, most things that work for like 80% of people will probably work for you, but that's not true for diets. Anyway, so my workouts are that I lift 5 days a week, and my split is chest, then back, then shoulders and core, even though I don't really hit core that much, and then legs, and then arms. And so I do that, and then I'm up to cardio 5 times a week. So it's 5 times a week for half an hour. 2 of those 5 sessions are HIIT, so high intensity interval training. And that is what I do is I go on the spin bike and I go 30 seconds really, really, really hard, like 100% intensity. And then I rest for 3 minutes. So I still pedal, but just not at a super intense pace. I keep up. And then I repeat again after 3 minutes. So I usually end up doing like 9 or 10 like intense sessions. And for my low intensity days, I'll either do, it just really depends on what I'm feeling. If I'm super lazy, I'll just do a bike. Then I do elliptical, and then the other day I did Stairmaster. So that is my routine for comp.